I suppose I should start out with
What's up, guys?
confession.
We're back,
Actually,
and
not a big
we have
gamer,
the
though I do play
Google
FIFA 19 quite a bit.
game
What's up,
announcement
guys?
Welcome
press.
Welcome back. This is Cyberknight here, and
Also
I've
play
got another
Ashes
video
cricket
for you
quite a
guys.
bit.
I promised you.
And for those of you who are wondering what cricket is, it's kind of like baseball, but better.
Sorry about that,
Another
guys.
little known fact is that Google makes arguably the most played game on the internet today. It's the Dino Chrome game, mostly played when there's no internet connection. I'm not going to talk to you about the high quality graphics and sophistication you all are used to, but it does have a lot of players.
GDC hype!
More hours than I care to admit.
Let's see what Google's gaming console
I'm not a big
is.
gamer. I do have the
Stream
privilege of
game console,
working
whatever
at a
it's going to be
company,
about.
leading a company full of people who love to solve hard computer science problems. For many Googlers, their journey with computers started with games. Games have inspired many generations of people to pursue careers in tech. And through that process, they build resourcefulness, creativity, and collaboration, all qualities that are key to solving hard problems. And within Google and Alphabet, games play a big part in developing our own technology. The best example I can think of is how we are making progress on AI. DeepMind's AlphaZero uses self-play to learn from scratch and master games like chess, shogi, and Go. It's an important step towards creating a flexible, general-purpose system that can learn to solve many foundational problems. More recently,
There you go.
AlphaStar became the first AI to defeat a top professional player at StarCraft 2, using a deep neural network trained directly from raw game data. Increasingly, games are helping AIs learn to tackle real-world challenges. Even beyond DeepMind, another great example.
So my
we
hope
have
is that
Waymo,
they'll announce
where we
the
use simulations in gaming-like environments.
some of the Google Play
test things
Android
that
store
aren't actually
games
possible
be
or
accessible
safe
and
at scale in the
playable
real
with
world.
controls, physical
In fact,
controls
Waymo's
on
driven
this
more
console.
than 5 billion hours in simulations of edge case scenarios that vehicles wouldn't normally encounter. And we use it, we learn from it, and
Turn off
actually
the
improve
background music here.
systems that we'll be deploying in the real world. Perhaps the biggest impact of gaming is how it pushes us to make big leaps in computing and networking power, higher fidelity graphics, and the infrastructure that supports
Makes me
it.
also wonder what they're
All of
using
you are
for
pushing
their
computing
hardware.
and technology forward, and I find that really
What
exciting.
SoC or
At Google,
Which
we've
CPU
always
package?
believed that technology should adapt to people, not the other way
currently
around.
they're broadcasting
building towards
4K
this vision for
60, and
some
that's
time.
what I'm running at
For
the
example,
resolution
when we
right
launched
now.
Chrome a decade ago, we envisioned that it could be a modern platform for web applications and bring the power of web to everyone, including use cases that seemed impossible at that time, like high-quality games. Finally, we are making progress towards that goal. In fact, over the past 2 years, we've been hard at work on game streaming technology. And last fall, we launched our first public test with Project Stream.
And that was pretty cool. Project
As
Stream.
some of you guessed, a technical test wasn't the whole view of our ambition.
Assassin's Creed Unity, of
probably
course,
the worst kept
because
secret
that's
in the
one of the
industry.
things that they used on the
Internally, we
cloud
were actually testing
gaming
our
on
ability to
Switch.
stream high-fidelity graphics over a low-latency network. We learned that we could bring a AAA game to any device with a Chrome browser and an internet connection, using the best of Google to create a powerful game platform.
I think I'll lower
And
the
when we say best
resolution
of
down
Google,
a bit,
it always starts with our
There we go.
cloud and networking infrastructure.
just to take a little bit of
Our
strain
custom
off
server
of
hardware
drop
and
frames I
data
was
centers
having.
can bring more computing power to more people on planet Earth than anyone else. Today, we are in 19 regions and in over 200 countries and territories, connected by hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber optic cables. The best of Google also includes our open platforms that allow you to reach billions of people. With Google, your games will be immediately discoverable by over 2 billion people on a Chrome browser,
Nice.
Chromebooks, Chromecast.
Too bad I
Pixel
don't use
devices,
Chrome for a
and we
browser.
have plans to support
on my
more
desktop.
browsers and platforms over
Firefox for the win!
That's in addition to all the people playing and watching games across YouTube and Google Play. And when we build these ecosystems, we always take the approach that we only succeed when our partners do. Collectively, our partners across web, Google Play, and YouTube have earned more than $110 billion over the past 4 years alone, and we are committed to this approach here as well. So now we are focused on our next big effort, which is to build a game platform for everyone. And when we say for everyone, we really mean it. It's one of our most cherished values as a company. Be it Android or Chrome or AI, we are dead serious about making technology accessible for everyone.
Cool.
But if you think about games, there are a lot of barriers for users to play high-end games. Beautiful graphics really need high-end consoles or PCs. And games don't have instant access. Think about the way the web works. You can easily share a link, and it works seamlessly. We want games to feel that way too. Instantly enjoyable with access for everyone. I think we can change the game by bringing together the power and creativity of the entire community. People who love to play games, people who love to watch games, and people who love to build games. That means all of you. We are really excited to work with you. We want to build a platform. We want you to show us what's possible. And together, I think we can create a new games experience, powered by Best of Google and built for everyone. Let's take a look.
From the beginning of time,
Assassin's
games
Creed.
have brought us together.
That's what it seems like.
Players
Nope.
and spectators. By the handful, the hundreds, and the thousands. We built stadiums, places to gather around every kind of spectacle. Glory, tragedy, pageantry, community, rivalry, and wonder. Until every city, town, and village had a place where anyone could play. Thousands of years in, our games have changed. But our need to come together remains. This new era of gaming needs a new place to gather. One place where anything you dream can be built. Playgrounds for every imagination. One place where you and everyone you know, and everyone they know, will all play together.
Let's go! Let's go, squad! Let's go!
One place that never stops evolving. Where everyone will play.
Where did he come from?
And watch.
Yes! High five! Right, bam!
And create.
Woo! Nice!
From any screen, at any time. One place for all the ways we play. This is Stadia. Gather round.
Stadia. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see Stadia.
Welcome to Stadia. We are so excited by this. To do this well, it's important that we have the right people working on this, experts with deep history and heritage in games. That starts with Phil Harrison, who joined us about a year ago.
Wow.
He's a great leader and a great gamer.
OG
Definitely someone
Xbox.
who knows the difference between RPGs and NPCs.
No
I'm gonna
doubt.
pass the mic over to Phil to show you what we have built. Take it away, Phil.
Thank you, Sundar.
Stadia. Hashtag Stadia in the
Thank
corner.
you, Sundar. It's such a pleasure to be here today, and thank you for joining us at GDC as we finally get to
Man,
share
this guy
our
gets
vision
around.
for the future of games.
I remember seeing him back
Where
the
the
old
worlds of
E3s
watching and playing games converge into a new generation game
with the
platform
OG Xbox.
purpose-built for the 21st century, powered by the best of Google. Our vision for Stadia is simple.
He really shined
One
in the
place
360
for
days.
all the ways we play. It's focused on gamers, inspired by developers, and amplified by YouTube creators.
Interesting.
Today, our industry captivates over 2 billion players from all around the world. At the center of that community, its beating heart, are the game developers, the people in this room that create the most incredible game experiences that delight players with engrossing stories, characters, and worlds through a dazzling display of technology, artistry, and magic.
Nice.
Games are now the single biggest form of entertainment on the planet, one that connects a vast community across geographies, cultures, and language. And within that passionate community, there is a universe of people who love playing games, and there's a universe of people who love watching games. Hundreds of millions of people watch gaming content every single day on YouTube.
So basically, it's a new
But those two
platform,
worlds are mostly
not just a console.
disconnected, fragmented, and often independent of each other. Our vision is to bring
Beyond
those worlds
YouTube.
closer together, to connect game developers with players and YouTube creators in a way that
So it's
only
like
Google
Mixer,
can,
but evolved.
creating a richer and more vibrant gaming community for everyone to enjoy.
Interesting.
Through the power of our data centers, the extraordinary reach and community of YouTube, and our investments in the fundamental technologies that are the foundations of the open internet, we offer a truly unique opportunity to combine these worlds. We will be handing that extraordinary power of the data center over to you, the game
Oh, wow.
developers, where playgrounds for every imagination can be created.
So on-the-fly
Our
game
first
development.
public test of this came in October of last year with Project Stream, where we streamed a AAA HD game at up to 1080p and 60 frames per second over the internet.
When's
from
4K
Google
60
data
coming, though?
centers to a Chrome browser. We were humbled by the overwhelmingly positive response from players who were able to join us on Project Stream. A huge thank you to those of you who participated in Project Stream and for your vital feedback.
That guy's getting
And also to the amazing people at Ubisoft for trusting us with the latest incarnation
trouble at
of their
work.
incredible game franchise, Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft,
He just told on
Ubisoft has
himself.
always been at the
Busted.
forefront of advancements in the games industry, and they have an incredible track record of success and creativity. And
I'm
joining
all
us
for
here in
not
the
having to
audience
use
today, I'm
Uplay
delighted
for
to welcome
platform
the
for
CEO and
Ubisoft
co-founder of
titles.
Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Thank you, Yves.
I would use Uplay over Epic Games Store, but I'm not happy to use either.
I'd like to thank Yves and his team for partnering with us.
So I want to play
the
Division 2, but I don't want to
producer
buy it
Marc
on Epic
Alexis
Games Store.
And the entire Ubisoft Quebec studio for their masterpiece creation, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you for bringing your game to our platform, and congratulations for being the first game played by the public on Stadia. As many of you experienced with
Google
Assassin's Creed
Stadia.
Odyssey, we now have the ability to take a sophisticated, graphically intense AAA game and stream it to a Chrome browser running on a simple laptop without any sacrifice to the quality or vision of the game developer. As successful as Project Stream was,
Nice.
our ambition is, of course, far beyond a single game. As we developed our strategy for this new platform, we asked developers how we can help solve some of the most critical challenges you face. There were three very clear themes that resonated. You told us you wanted to unleash your creativity without limits, get to the widest possible scale, and make it easier for people to connect with your games. We used these three themes to anchor our vision and build our platform architecture, and began to share it with the leading publishers and developers in the world. Now, let me show you how we have brought this vision to life.
Yeah, I don't think that
Imagine
this
you
is
are watching
actually
games on YouTube, and you discover the latest
60 frames per
Assassin's Creed
second.
Odyssey trailer on Ubisoft's official channel on YouTube. You will notice the Play Now button. By simply clicking on that button, the player is
Interesting.
brought directly into the game in a browser in as quick as 5 seconds.
Wow.
With no download,
Wow. That's impressive.
with no download, no patch, no update, and no install.
So
Stadia offers
that
instant
button
access to
command
play.
is unique
Our
to
platform
the
vision for Stadia
Google
is to
Stadia
reduce the
controller.
friction between getting excited about a game and playing a game. On Stadia, you just need to click on a YouTube video or link, and you can be playing your game instantly. Compare
If
that
the
to today, where
link is
gamers are
tagged
all
with the
too
game
familiar
title.
with things like this. With Stadia, this waiting game will be a thing of the past.
4 hours to
The power
4
of instant
seconds.
access is magical and has already transformed the music and movie industries. And with Stadia, it is now available at the highest level of gaming.
Nice.
But wouldn't it be even more magical if that same game and that same instant experience could be available across any screen type in your life? A key benefit of our platform is that a single creative vision and a single code base can now be enjoyed instantly across
Kind of like
any
what
screen.
Microsoft is doing
At
with the
launch,
Xbox
we'll
Live
support
Anywhere.
being able to play games across
Okay,
desktops,
artifacting.
laptops, TV, tablets, and phones.
That was uncalled for. There's
This new
compression.
generation of gaming
There we
is
go.
not a box. With Stadia, the data center is your
Had to put it down to
platform. There is no
1080p, and
console that
hopefully it
limits
won't
the
do it
developer's
again.
Creative ideas, and no console that limits where gamers can play. And we're about to show this to you now. This is not a concept, it's not a test, this is real. I'd like to bring my friend Khaled to the stage to show you this working. So imagine you've just discovered that game for the first time, you're running it on the Chrome browser, and here it is on a Pixelbook running the Chrome OS. There is basically no hardware acceleration on that laptop whatsoever, and the game is running directly from our data center. It's then easy and instantaneous to move that same game experience from exactly that moment onto the phone, here on a Pixel 3 XL.
Nice.
Once again, no loss in quality, and we can go straight onto the desktop PC. We actually went to buy the least powerful PC we could find here.
Yeah.
And we could enjoy the same vision that the developer had. the
So an
same
i3 or
high-quality
something,
1080p
or
stream,
Pentium
60
D.
frames per second, and the full game vision, regardless of the hardware that you're using. And then it's once again seamless to go from running on our PC to running on a tablet. In this case, once again, running the Chrome OS on a Pixel Slate.
Nice. Pixel Slate. Must be a newer tablet that they have.
And then finally, we then move seamlessly to the
Wait,
TV.
that controller.
And so this TV is accessed using this, which is a Chromecast Ultra HDMI
Wow.
streamer. There is no console required to reach.
So, yeah, it's a platform. It's not a console itself. Interesting. So they just built off of the Project Stream.
Thanks, Khaled. Great presentation.
I want to see what this thing can do.
Welcoming any and all players is fundamental to
Like,
Stadia,
let's see how
where
it
you
can handle
try with your
multiplayer
friends
stuff.
on devices you already own. And as such, we're also enabling players to use your existing USB controller or mouse
Nice.
and keyboard when playing Stadia on a laptop or PC. By eliminating that friction, that barrier to entry, we will make it simple and easy for players who want to try Stadia for the first time.
So if you...
But of course, we will have our own controller that has been uniquely designed to enhance the experience for the Stadia player.
let's hope
I'd
it's
like
comfortable.
to introduce you to the newest member of the Google hardware family, the Stadia controller.
Yep. That looks like a quasi-baby
This
of
is your
a
gateway to the best of
Switch
Stadia.
Pro
It
controller
enables you
and
to
a
access the
PS4
full
controller.
Stadia experience, and there are many advantages to the Stadia
I like the
controller.
D-pad.
And the first is that
As long
it
as
will
it's not
connect
mushy.
through Wi-Fi directly to the game that is
Screenshot.
running in the Google data center.
Stadia
the
button.
controller identifies which screen or device you want to play
I don't
on
know what the
and
4
links it
dots
with your
is.
game session running in the cloud, ensuring the highest possible performance and the best experience for players.
I see back and menu though.
In addition to the standard functions you'd expect to see on a modern game controller,
Or options
the Stadia
and
controller
menu.
features 2 very important new buttons. The capture button
Capture,
is for
I
sharing
figured that
and
one out.
saving your game experience
So what's the one on the
back out
left?
to YouTube. The gamer can choose to share their experience.
I like
starting
the
with a click of this
molded
button
plastic
to themselves,
on
to
the
their
actual
friends, or
face
to the
buttons.
world. They are in
It's
control.
actually edge rounded.
And the second one is the Google Assistant button.
Okay, that's
Pressing
what
this
that
button
is.
allows players to immediately access the controller's built-in microphone so they can get help from the assistant for
Built-in
special
microphone.
in-game features integrated by developers.
Oh, cool. It has the up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start on the back of it. That's awesome. Konami Code for the win.
Computing power we have custom built into our data centers that will further accelerate innovation. I'd like to introduce my friend and colleague, the head of engineering for Stadia, Majd Bakar.
Nice. So he is probably a network engineer. That would be my guess.
Let's look at the real-time computing power we have put into our data centers that will change how we view what a game platform can be. In order to deliver an amazing experience for your games, we needed to bring powerful computing closer to users. We've built Stadia's architecture on top of the Google Data Center network, the same network that has been delivering search results to your fingertips in milliseconds for more than 20 years. The network consists of fiber optic links and subsea cables between hundreds of points of presence and more than 7,500 edge node locations around the globe, all connected with our network backbone. Stadia is built on infrastructure that no one else has. More edge nodes mean the compute resources are closer to players, which results in better performance. We took that proven model and infused it with custom-designed, purpose-built gaming hardware, creating the most powerful and connected gaming platform. Each of Stadia's data center is composed of interconnected
I recognize some of those developers.
That deliver the high-power graphics, memory, and storage needed to run the most demanding games. Only with Google can you apply the
Hollow Knight's not that demanding.
Data centers to game development.
Because it's on Unity.
This architecture is the foundation for this new generation of gaming.
Unity for the win.
We've been testing this technology privately within Google for years. For our initial public test with Project Stream in 2018, we delivered
1080p 60 stereo sound.
Stereo
Oh, are they going to announce 4K 60?
When Stadia launches, we will have increased performance.
Oh, yeah!
Up to 4K at 60
yeah! 4K 60 HDR and surround sound.
With
Woo!
and surround sound.
Win.
And in the future, we'll be able to stream games in up to 8K
Finally.
resolution.
Holy cheese and crap. Wow.
There are not that many homes or TVs in the world that have 8K today. But we also know the widespread adoption.
I have a reason to use my 4K 60 capture card now.
We have built our platform to scale up with the highest performing networks to deliver the visual quality demanded by future generation of gamers and game developers. What's even more exciting is that in addition to the stream you get as a player, there is a second simultaneous stream at 4K 60 frames per second that you can choose to share directly to YouTube from the Stadia data center, meaning your gaming memories will be saved at the highest possible quality. Stadia is not constrained by the limitation of traditional console systems. Instead, we have built a truly flexible, scalable, and modern platform that allows us to push performance beyond what was previously considered possible. This architecture gives us even more flexibility to scale. And thanks to fast transfer speeds between the Stadia instances in our data center, our platform can connect instances together to dynamically expand the capabilities along with the need of your games. As a developer, you're used to being forced to tone down your creative ambition that are limited by the hardware. But our vision with Stadia is that the processing resources available will scale up to match your imagination. In this new generation, the data center is your platform.
That's awesome.
We partnered with our friends at AMD to build a custom GPU.
That's what I
I'd
thought.
like to personally thank Dr. Lisa Su, AMD President and CEO.
Watch it be Navi.
Lisa and her team helped us design a chip to bring you more than 10 teraflops of power, which we've coupled with a custom CPU to make up a single Stadia instance.
Wow.
And here's how the
AVX2.
graphical power of Stadia compares to the top 2 consoles in the market.
Yeah, it destroys them.
Thank you.
So I think it's a Vega 20 GPU based on the Vega 56 56 core
10.7 teraflops is more
Or 56
powerful
units.
than the top two consoles of the previous generation combined.
Yep, it is. Maths.
Stadia will be using the Linux operating system and the Open Graphics API,
Figured.
Vulkan.
Yep.
And when it comes to game engines,
That's the
we are
best
excited
way.
to announce
I don't care
we
about
have
Unreal.
partnered with Unreal, who will be fully
Where's
supporting the
Unity?
Stadia
That's what I
platform.
want to know.
We are also partnering with Unity to bring
Thank
full
you.
support for the two most popular and familiar game engines to our development community. And we're empowering developers with an amazing array of familiar middleware that you already use to power your game development.
Substance.
Including the most popular physics engine, Havoc.
Havoc.
And here's a list of our partners now. And of course,
Wow.
this list will continue to grow over time.
Holy crap, it's got
With the
CryEngine
suite
on
of
there.
tools, game development can
Where's
evolve as
RE
quickly
Engine,
as
though?
the imagination of content creators.
Huh, Capcom? Where's
To
RE
that,
Engine?
We're providing multiple ways to make games for Stadia. You can
Stadia
develop on
Blade
our
server's
cloud,
pretty amazing.
your cloud, and at your desk.
Oh, wow.
Our goal is to make Stadia the most flexible development environment ever put together.
So yeah, this is a
And
true
that power is, of
platform
course,
expansion.
used to create the best content. Our first guest is from a company known for creating the most sophisticated and impressive gaming experiences in the industry that always demand the most of every system they run on. We had the chance to give our friends at id early access to our tools and technology. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome to the stage executive producer from id, Marty Stratton.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for having us here, Phil and Majd. I'm honored to be part of a team at id that has spent more than 25 years on the bleeding edge of technical innovation. When we first met with Google about game streaming, frankly, we were skeptical about how it would work, and in particular, how it could work with a game like Doom.
Oh,
However,
man.
we recognized not just your ability and resources
Oh,
to make
man.
game streaming a reality, but more importantly, the passion to support a game as
Doom
fast,
Eternal?
fluid,
New
and
scenes?
uncompromising as Doom.
Maybe.
After all, if you're going to prove to the world that you can stream games from the cloud, what better proof than Doom?
Yeah.
And if you're going to prove to a developer that you're serious
Well, it's already
about
on
building
Vulkan.
a robust platform, what better team than id, where we
But
push
id Tech
every
6 is
platform
pretty
to its
awesome,
limit.
too.
In fact, back in 2016, Doom was the first AAA game released on Vulkan. And because Stadia is built on that same
Oh,
API, it
yes.
didn't take us more than a few weeks to get our upcoming sequel, Doom Eternal, looking and playing great on Stadia. Built on the fun and sense of power
Please.
players
Oh, I
expect
can't
from the
stand
series,
this
Doom Eternal is a
stream being
pure
30
and
frames.
unfiltered
Is
action
bad.
FPS experience. You play as an unstoppable hero sent to destroy hell's fiercest
Need
demons across
60
an expanding
frames.
universe of unbelievable locations.
Oh my gosh,
We
it's
couldn't be
creeping.
happier to be bringing Doom Eternal to Stadia, and are thrilled to announce that the game will be capable of running at true 4K resolution with
HDR.
color at an unrelenting 60 frames per second.
Just 60. Not 120 or 144 or 165. Just 60.
We actually can't wait to show you more of Doom Eternal very soon, in fact. We have the full game running on Stadia
Oh, wow.
live from Google data centers, and you can see it today at our developer session.
Nice.
Starts at 12:30 over in West Hall.
So,
Don't wanna
330.
miss it. Thank you to Google and Stadia team for giving us this opportunity to share a bit
3:30
about
Eastern.
Doom Eternal. Thanks so much.
Probably going to be shortly after this.
Thanks so much, Marty. It's a privilege.
They
to work
really
with
couldn't
you
have gotten a
and
better
your
person to
incredible
head
engineers and
this
creators.
off than Phil Harrison.
For anyone who knows the franchise, you know Doom Eternal will look and play amazingly well on our platform. It was important for us to partner with a developer like id so that we could prove, not just to ourselves, but to the entire industry, that our platform is capable of supporting the most demanding titles. And Doom will be running on a single Stadia GPU.
Wow.
The fundamental benefit of our cloud-native infrastructure is that developers will be able to take advantage of hardware and power in ways never before possible. And that includes taking advantage of the power of multiple GPUs at once.
Nice.
We've asked our friends at UL Benchmarks, makers of 3D Mark, to put Stadia to the test. In this video, you can see some comparison points showing the difference between our single GPU and multiple GPUs.
Wow.
What you see here on the left of the line is running on a single 10.7 teraflop GPU. And on the right of the line, you can see the same content running on Stadia using multiple GPUs.
Wow.
In this demo, we're highlighting real-time fluid deformation. Accurate water simulation is one of the most compute-intensive effects for games.
That's
It's
crazy.
a powerful example of what Stadia is capable of. And I'm so excited to see where game developers go with this kind of performance. When we designed
So that makes me
Stadia,
think
our
they're
goal
using
was to
Epic
solve
chips.
many of the pain points that we've heard about from developers.
The
particularly
4096
those related to
pin
multiplayer.
SP3
In
socket,
traditional
same as what
platforms, the
Threadripper's
client
on.
and server are connected by the unpredictable internet, and therefore the multiplayer experience is limited by the client with the slowest or poorest quality connection. But with Stadia, that game client and server both remain on Google's networking backbone,
Nice.
resulting in predictable low latency, reliable connectivity, and data security, since no traffic gets exposed to the public internet. Developers who use Google's data centers can create a predictable multiplayer experience that scales to an order of magnitude greater
That's awesome.
than anything enjoyed by gamers today. What that means is a synchronized state
No more
across a
bans
very
for
high
using a
volume of
mouse on a
players,
controller-based
where
game.
innovations like distributed physics can be built into your games.
For those
Where
of you
battle
guys that
royale
do
games
that.
could go from hundreds of players today to thousands of players tomorrow. And yes, no cheating and no hacking.
Haha!
Google has always believed that the world is a better place
Keep you
when
honest.
we are able to connect without barriers. And as a new generation game platform, Stadia will, of course, embrace full cross-platform play.
Nice. Eat it, Sony! Continue, drive those nails in that coffin of your
Developers will have
coffers.
the ability to enable cross-platform multiplayer for all players.
Know
and
your
even bring
coffers
game saves and
closed,
progression across
so you
as
can't
well.
get your profits out of your
I'd
pockets.
now like to introduce a member of Stadia's R&D team who are pushing the envelope, bringing the
Either
best of
evolve or
Google to
die.
game developers. Please welcome to the stage our lead designer
Offer a
for research
crossplay,
and development
Sony.
at Stadia,
Or
Erin Hoffman
left
Jung.
behind. Yours is not the best place to play. Sorry.
Thank you, Phil. One of our team's favorite comments about Project Stream was a tweet that described Stadia's technology as the work of wizards. And we are incredibly fortunate to work with wizards
She's
every
dressed
day,
like a wizard.
bending their magic toward games.
With a cloak.
I'd like to take you through a few technologies and features that we've been working on that are going to enhance the game development process for developers big and small. The first one is focused on multiplayer.
Haha, that's what I was
Stadia
asking
not
about.
only provides high-performing multiplayer experiences from player to player, but also allows developers to create new, gorgeous gaming environments. Our friends at Tangent Games have been working with us on a technical proof of concept that you can see here behind me.
Cool.
They spent a few short weeks creating this beautiful multiplayer world with a persistent, massively destructible environment.
Oh, that's neat.
It is a raw demonstration of scale and power using the best of Stadia technology, where every piece of the environment
Eat that,
in this
Crackdown
multiplayer
3.
world is destructible using real-time rigid body physics. Using Google's unique infrastructure, developers can create games built to house hundreds of players with low latency and perfect synchronization. This demo will be available on the show floor if you want to check it out this week.
Cool.
As we were building the platform, we collaborated
few
with
weeks.
individual developers, but we also thought about trends in game development. When we thought about our most treasured gaming memories, something kept coming back, something that we'd lost.
Oh, yeah.
When modern games start to push the boundaries of current hardware, rendering 2 or more scenes simultaneously becomes too resource intensive, and so split-screen couch co-op has been fading from gaming.
Yep.
But when all of your clients are in the cloud, couch multiplayer has new life again through Stadia in what we're calling Stream Connect.
Nice.
In the past, the resources required to execute split-screen co-op have required developers to sacrifice more of their creative goals. With Stream Connect, we're making it possible to realize split-screen
Couch co-op
multiplayer
evolved.
without any performance penalty.
Oh, that's
Behind
pretty.
me, you'll see a technology proof of concept that we built at Google. It's called the Night Forest, a co-op demo with asymmetric player roles. Here we have 2 players, one hunter on the ground and a supporting aerial player, set up in a standard split-screen view. Each of these screens is powered by a separate Stadia instance. But what would
Nice.
happen to squad-based games if developers could allow players to call up the views of their teammates on demand, or utilize any polygonal surface as a receiver for another player's video stream? Stream Connect makes this possible with extremely little effort on the part of the developer, bringing dynamic squad-based gaming into easy reach even for very small teams. We've shown you 3 views, but we can keep going. We can keep adding streams and shape how they're shown to the player, giving a designer not one, but many cameras into a scene. Now imagine if you could go beyond seeing into players' worlds. What if you could interact with them? Here we have our streams configured into a command center, where a 4th player can coordinate the movements of our drone, scientist, and hunter characters. Now that coordinator is reaching into the world and placing a beacon to call attention to a particular location, seen instantly by the other players. Stream Connect is just one of the ways Google is working to support developers in creating more immersive and creative experiences, whether bringing back effortless couch-based co-op or inventing entirely new multiplayer games. Our next technology demo focuses on the power of the Google Cloud and machine learning, and how they can have an impact on accelerating developer creativity. Every developer feels the burn in pre-production to get to a game's magic sooner. We think Google's machine learning technology might have some answers. Here to talk about it is a developer known for creating some amazing, stylish, and celebrated independent games, including Deadlight, Rhyme, and The Invisible Hours. Please welcome Chairwoman of Tequila Works, Luz Sancho.
Thank you, Erin. I am very excited to be here for the unveiling of the Stadia platform. There are so many different benefits that Stadia delivers to all developers, big and small, and particularly for a studio like ours. At Tequila Works, we are very proud of the art styles of our games. It's something we spend a lot of time perfecting. Our development cycles typically last 24 months, and as you can imagine, a large part of that time is dedicated to defining the art style of the game. We are particularly proud of Rhyme. Its visual identity created a lasting impression with our players. But it took us a long time to get to that final style. That's why we were so excited to hear from Google about one of the tools they are making available, an amazing tool that will dramatically influence and ease this process. With Style Transfer ML, Google is applying the science of machine learning to art visualization.
Style Transfer is a machine learning technology that runs on the video frame created by the game. All of this happens in real time on a Stadia instance. We built this demo to show you what it can do. We start with a gray box world and take any image we want, in this case, Kandinsky's yellow, red, blue, and the model does the rest. Throw it Starry Night, and you have another style. Give it scratch art, and you get this. We're doing our part to empower the artist inside of every developer. The R&D team iterated through hundreds of art styles testing this technology, and one of our favorites came from an old friend.
Nice. That's cool.
What excites us and some of our partners so far is how many playable art styles we can create just by feeding it more and more images. It inspires and empowers our artists to get the visions in their heads into interactive environments in a whole new way. And this is just the beginning.
We are using Style Transfer ML in our studio today, and we are blown away by the impact it's having on our latest creations. You will see it. This could really change everything. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Luz. With Style Transfer, our goal is to help developers find the magic of their games quicker. You can check out Style Transfer during the show this week. We can't wait to hear your feedback.
Cool.
Creators inspire us to bring the best of Google to games. and creators are at the heart of Stadia. It isn't just what they create, but how those moments are experienced by players, moments that resonate for generations to come. The last feature we want to introduce today is another special experience made possible by the cloud. It's called State Share, and here to talk about it from Q Games is Dylan Cuthbert.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here with all of you today. As a veteran game developer, I love how creators on YouTube have brought our games to life. But I've always wished those experiences could be more social and even more fun. And I'm extremely excited by what I've learned from Google about bringing new ways to share a game's replayable moments. With a new technology called State Share, developers can let a player instantly share a playable moment from a game. This could include the world state, the player's position, items they're carrying, anything the developer wants to pack into a shareable moment. The game's state can be encoded into a link that tells Stadia where to pick up the game. This could be sent to one player, or it could be shared with thousands at the same time on YouTube, through email, apps, messaging, or wherever links can go. To me, this totally changes how I think about the experiences for players. I can create moments specifically for this kind of sharing. Challenges to beat my incredible speed runs, or chances for other players to also experience those same tough boss battles. I can build as many shareable moments as I want and let the internet turn my whole game into an infinitely replayable treasure hunt. I was so intrigued with the possibilities of State Share that I designed a brand new game around it, and it's the biggest title ever for Q Games. Right now, it's still under wraps, but I can't wait to reveal more about this game later this year. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dylan. State Share is one more way that Stadia is working to empower developers with entirely new tools that embrace a player's desire to discover, share, and build a community. We're extremely excited by the reception it's gotten from our early partners so far. And with that, I'd like to introduce the head of gaming at YouTube to tell you what Stadia means for content creators. Please welcome Ryan Wyatt.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm very excited to be here at the unveiling of Stadia. As you've heard, Stadia is about delivering the best developer experience so that the best games can be made. But we're also committed to making sure we have the best creator experience so that the entire community gets stronger together. YouTube is where people come to watch gaming. More than 200 million gamers come to YouTube every single day to engage with their favorite games and creators. And they come because of the community of gaming creators and viewers who have turned YouTube into the gaming platform that it is today.
I don't stream on YouTube, though.
We're always looking for ways to strengthen the connection between creators and viewers, and Stadia is designed to bring them together like never before. Gaming has always been the backbone of YouTube since the platform first was founded in 2005. And one thing YouTube gaming creators want is to engage with their fans. That will always be the most important thing to them. That's why over 50 billion hours of gaming content was watched on YouTube last year alone. And to just give you an idea of how much 50 billion hours is, you could walk to Pluto and back more than a dozen times.
Nice.
Stadia is focused on empowering both creators and viewers to achieve new heights by breaking barriers of content capture and creating unique ways to engage with and grow a creator's audience. Established creators will have new ways to engage and monetize on YouTube with Stadia features. And with aspiring creators, we're going to break down the barrier of entry in capturing content by giving you the ability to highlight, live stream, and capture directly from Stadia. We've already seen the idea of any YouTube link being a direct access point into the game, and that is a huge opportunity for both big and small creators. We're empowering creators to forge deeper connections with their audience, and one of those ways will be to make it easier to actually game with them. Often when you're watching a stream, you find yourself wishing you could be in there playing alongside with your favorite creators. On traditional platforms, you'd have to fire up your console or your PC and just hope that you get matched up with them. However, with Stadia and a new feature called Crowd Play, you'll be able to simply click a button displayed right in the stream and jump in and play with YouTube creators that you're watching. Take a look at the video behind me. It's a live stream of NBA 2K. The person watching can simply click the link and be placed into the lobby for the next game. If you think about it, crowd play can act like an all-new lobby system for games. And with Stadia, YouTube becomes the ultimate discovery and engagement tool for content. And of course, YouTube creators will have full management capabilities over this feature. To all the game developers, publishers, and the millions of YouTube content creators out there, soon we'll have more information to share on these engagement tools and how we'll be working with you to connect with and build your communities. I'd now like to introduce a friend of mine to the stage. He has over 11 million subscribers on his channel, The Game Theorist, and he and his wife, Stephanie, have often been advocates for the creator community. So we were delighted to talk to him about Stadia and what it means for creators. Please welcome to the stage my friend, Matt Pat.
Thanks, Ryan. It's an incredible honor to be here today. Now, for us creators, our audience is our lifeblood. Whether we're breaking down the real-life science of the fictional world of Fallout, or diving into the theories behind bending the ink machine, or simply streaming gameplay on our live stream channel, GT Live, we're always looking for new ways to connect and engage with our audience. Which is why, when I first met with the Stadia team, I was floored by the impact that it can have for not just gamers, but also creators. Stadia not only empowers me to easily create and share my work, but it also unlocks completely new ways for me to build a stronger bond with my audience. Crowdplay, for example, gives our audiences the chance to instantly jump into a game with us, and then the creator can feature them live on the stream in real time. Another feature that I'm incredibly excited about is State Share. Here, the possibilities are literally endless. Live streaming horror games, for instance, has been one of the most popular formats for live streaming on YouTube since its inception. But now with State Share, you can actually take this to the next level by letting the people who are just watching you replicate the exact same scenario you just played through in-game. Like that impossible moment when you're out of med kits and you suddenly have a zombie breathing down your neck. Imagine the endless breathing down your neck. Imagine the endless variations that creators can layer on top of all their favorite games by specifically designing challenges oriented to their unique audience.
So this is basically designed for commercialism purposes to make creators be the advertisers of games.
Creating content for all your favorite games long after the game itself has been completed. And on the other hand, the audience now can reconnect with all their favorite games in completely new, exciting, and fresh ways. But of course, also as a gamer, I'm looking forward to tremendously all the new possibilities of gameplay that Stadia opens up and that can be built only for Stadia. I mean, think about this. 1,000-player battle royale matches. Incredible new graphical possibilities. And of course, all of this is available across any screen. Literally, I could just pick up my phone and start playing exactly where I left off on my laptop, even while sitting in an audience of a keynote like this one. I hope you're not playing right now. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening on stage, but you could do it. Stadia just truly unlocks new opportunities to create, share, and engage across YouTube. I am personally thrilled about what Stadia brings to the table, how it unites technology and entertainment in completely new ways that we have never seen before, and in ways that can only be possible through the combined power of Google and YouTube. So I thank the Stadia team for having me in here today. I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store, and I'll see the rest of you on the floors of GDC.
Thanks, Ryan and Matt Pat. Connecting players and creators to their favorite games is core to our vision. We've shown you how YouTube and Stadia offer the ability for gamers to connect with content creators and game developers in extraordinary ways. There is another Stadia integration with YouTube that we're really excited about. Designers love creating challenge, but as games reach more and more people, the design problem of creating a perfect challenge gets more and more difficult. When a player is stuck on a level or puzzle and desperately wants that next beat in the story, or the breathtaking views in the next level, what do? Today, they have to leave the game, fire up YouTube, find the right video, scrub to the right part of that video, and watch how it's done. With Stadia, that help will be just a button press away. Take this example from our friends at Crystal Dynamics with Rise of the Tomb Raider. When the player gets stuck on a level, like me, instead of grabbing a laptop or a phone, they just need to push the button on the Stadia controller to get help from the Google Assistant. No distractions, no need to take your eyes off the game, and no secondary devices needed. It's another deep way in which we're connecting players with the games they love. Stadia is about removing barriers for players to get to their favorite content and moments. With Stadia, any link can be an access point to the game. So for a developer, the entire internet can become your store. Whether it's from our Stadia store, text messages, Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Google search results, YouTube videos, Gmail, or from the Google Play Store, gamers are going to be able to find, discover, and enjoy your games anywhere they are, and easily share them with their friends. It's a truly revolutionary way to discover your games. Stadia will be home to a variety of games, and we're happy to say that we will offer comprehensive parental controls for all content. We've already shipped development hardware to more than 100 studios around the world, and more than 1,000 creatives and engineers are hard at work bringing their games to our platform. In addition to partnering with developers big and small, I'm also thrilled to announce that today we are forming Stadia Games and Entertainment, which will build experiences designed exclusively for Stadia as Google's own first-party game studio.
Nice. He's struggling to stay awake, it looks like, or he's just writing something down.
Executive producers to lead that organization. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new head of Stadia Games and Entertainment, Jade Raymond.
Oh, that's where she went to. So Jade Raymond, the previous employee from Ubisoft,
Thank you, Phil.
is the head
of
games
so
development.
Honored to be here at the unveiling of
Games and
Stadia.
entertainment, rather.
In my career, I've been lucky enough to work with some of the most talented and passionate developers in the world. Passion is at the root of all great games, and it's what motivated me to join Google. What I love about games is that we continue to redefine what a game is. When I was 12, I saw the holodeck on an episode of Star Trek. And even though the games I played at the time were side-scrolling, pixel-based kind of games like Mega Man, it was obvious to me that one day games would take place in fully immersive worlds. Today, you have seen some incredible tech. And hopefully, like me, you now believe that we're on the brink of a huge revolution in gaming.
Okay.
One that will unlock
a little bit of
a whole
reframe
new level
catch
of creativity for developers. There are no limits to the human imagination. Now that the data center is your platform, the processing power is limitless as well. I'm excited to announce that as the head of Stadia Games and Entertainment, I will not only be bringing first-party game studios to reimagine the new generation of games. Our team will also be working with external developers to make all of the bleeding-edge Google technology you have seen here today available to partner studios big and small.
Nice.
We are committed
That's awesome.
to going down the bold path, learning what is working best, and sharing key tools and tech so that we can take games to the next level together.
Nice.
The way I see it, there has never been a more exciting time to be a developer.
But this has only been
And
console
Stadia
games
will
discussed.
be a driving force defining the future of games and entertainment.
Like,
Thank you.
I've not seen anything about mobile games being implemented, so I'm
Thank you,
not
Jade,
exactly
and
sure.
a very warm welcome to Google. With Stadia, our goal is to combine the world of people who play games and the world of people who watch games into one global community powered by the best of Google. We've shared a lot today. With Stadia, you'll be able to build your games backed by Google technology like Google Assistant, ML, and TensorFlow. You will be able to deliver your games to more gamers across the globe through Chrome, Chromecast, and Pixel. And you'll be able to connect with the biggest community of gamers and YouTube content creators. So,
still not sold
how do you get
on
involved? For developers who want to create content for Stadia, we welcome you to
Stadia.dev.
go to stadia.dev, where you can apply to get access to development tools. If you want to partner with our team at Google to help bring your game to market, we have Stadia Partners, a program designed to give you the resources your team needs to make something great. And for players who want to be the first to learn more, you can go to stadia.com and follow us on these social channels. So, when will players be able to experience Stadia? I'm thrilled to announce that Stadia is launching this year, 2019.
Okay.
We will launch first in the US, Canada, the UK, and most of Europe. It's been my privilege today to introduce Stadia on behalf of the thousands of Googlers who've worked tirelessly to bring this vision to life. This is the first step in the journey, and we'll be connecting with you again in the summer to share more details on the games you'll get to play at launch and beyond. Thank you very much for gathering around with all of us today. With Stadia, we can all dream bigger, and together, build a playground for every imagination. Thank you.
So we got a lot of answers. It's basically Google's new platform for stepping up quality of consistent streaming, resolution, and performance, regardless of device. But also, it seems to just be for console or PC-based games, not for mobile games as well. So I was hoping we may get some sort of a news in regard to that. It would incorporate the use of, in regards to the use of giving us mobile games with physical controls, but it seems that we didn't get that. So yeah, yeah, guys. Let's go ahead and switch over here. I think it's a good service. I think it'll do well, but I think that they really are missing out on the opportunity of giving every single optional game on Google Play the ability to have physical controls implemented with overscan or something, or overlays. It just seems like too big of a market that they aren't really pushing for, because it seems like they're just wanting to give people the ability to play with other people on console and PC games immediately access through content creators advertising the links or providing links or tagging games in their videos and stuff, or their streams. I mean, it's kind of like an evolved version of what Mixer is already doing, and I see what they're going for, but I think it's still a missed opportunity on some things. But that's how I feel about it, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Zobberknight. wrapping up. Hope you guys have a good night, good day. Take care. We'll see you later.